Yo, what is going on? My name is Sweetphil, and today in this video right here, I am doing a how to start an Amazon video here for you. This is going to be a build guide for the very beginning of the game with an Amazon. Amazon can kind of be a little bit a hard one to start out, kind of like the Barbarian, but it's a fun one to do. It's different, and we'll go ahead and jump into. Just hit that like button for me, won't you? Alrighty. We'll go ahead and take a look at the skill points first. Pretty standard over here. We're not going to spend too much time. Enough strength and enough dex to wear whatever gear you find and whatever's best, that you find along the way. And you put the rest into vitality. That's all there is to that. We're going to jump to the skill tree. Over here, and I prefer to go with bow. I get some pushback on this when I tell it to other people, but I'm telling you, this, in my opinion, is the best way to go. You can see I got a lot of points over here. These ones are just the points to get down to exploding arrow. And exploding arrow and fire arrow are synergies of each other. Exploding arrow is crazy amazing. With that 85 fire damage, it hits, it blows up, it hurts stuff around you. So use fire arrow until you get high enough level to use the exploding arrow. But exploding arrow is pretty amazing, I'll be honest, because it hits, blows up, and kills stuff in a big pack. And it does up 76. It has a very high floor damage, so every hit is going to do a ton. 76 to 85. We'll take a look at passive magic. I just got 1 point into here, 1 point into here, 1 point wonders. If you get down here, you got to be level 30, but when you do get down to there, you can put one into that as well. Javelin spear skills, let's see what we do with that. Oh, a big fat nothing. So really it's just fire arrow and exploding arrow. Early on you can pick up and throw javelins until you get a better bow and get some skills and stuff. You don't just throw them if you're down in the Den of Evil. After you get your good bow, and I'll show you the gear here real quick. Use fire arrow, use exploding arrow. We'll just go ahead and jump right into that right here. And the bow I'm using, you want to get yourself a hunter's bow. You can shop this one from Charcy, and you can eventually find yourself a 3-socketed bow. I plugged in some just little chip gems just to add up extra damage. But really you want to get the hunter's bow because you want the very fast attack speed. Then you can just shoot off more arrows, shoot off more of those exploding arrows. The actual skill's doing a vast majority of the damage, so you just want really to attack fast, and the gems just add a little bit of extra damage to the individual target that you are hitting. Once you get a little further, you could make yourself a Zephyr. I have a base for it with, I found for just Act 2 here, a stag bow. I found this in with the 2 open sockets. The Zephyr is Ort Eth here, and maybe I'll go crazy with video editing and put up a little picture of one because I haven't made it yet. I haven't found an Ort rune somehow yet, but that is a pretty good. It'll actually add increased attack speed even more onto this. It adds walk, run, it adds damage and stuff like that. The Ort rune adds up to 50 lightning, 1 to 50 on the lightning damage, so that's pretty wicked. That'll be a good option early on, that Zephyr bow. Take a look at armor. Just like all these armors on all these early Diablo 2 Resurrected builds, stealth is the way to go, even though you're not casting. Hit recovery, walk, run, dexterity, all the other stuff on there is awesome. Up here, at the time, I needed more attack rating. I hate when you shoot and miss. I just hate it. I hate it. If you wanted more mana, you could put gems in here to get that, or life from the rubies. Whatever you want to do, I went with attack rating. That's going to be kind of geared depending on other stuff. This is a pretty wicked amulet for early on magic find with the 11 to all resistance. So obviously over here, you got to have arrows to go with your bow, and I got a few extra down in the inventory, but as for gloves and boots, once again, it's just the best you find up until that point. There aren't a lot of great options to help you out. You can go shop for some gloves that have resistance on them or something like that from Charcy or from Farah in Act 2, depending on how far along you are. And same for boots, you could shop for something or the best you find along the way. This death belt is pretty wicked early on. I decided to go with this here so I cannot be frozen. But there is a belt in Act 2. It's just called Belt. You can buy it from Farah. And then it'll give you 1, 2, 3 rows. So it's just called simply Belt from Farah. It'll give you the 3 rows. Usually you're not going to find a death belt that gives you like that high defense and cannot be frozen. But I found this here in Diablo 2 Resurrected, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. I'll just sacrifice that 1 row of potions. I got more stuff attack rating down here on the rings because, like I said, I hate missing. So I wanted to boost that attack rating up so I never, ever miss. Over on Switch, like I said, I do have these javelins that I was using. I haven't used them in a long time, kind of forgot they were over here. But I just got javelins that I was using early on, but once your bow starts doing amazing with that exploding arrow, you never really touch those again. You stick with the bow over here. We'll take a look at the Mercenary over here, and I found this, which is pretty cool. You know, a rare Bardich? I kind of forget. I don't know how to pronounce this stuff, but it's got 2 open sockets. I could plug some stuff in here. I haven't got around to it yet to boost up the damage even more. And it's already got attack rating and damage stuff on the rare item. Here I got a 3 open socketed ring mail. Maybe I gave my Mercenary some more life. Plug in there, you know, a bunch of rubies or something like that. Haven't decided yet, but there's not exactly great rune word for that. You could put a stealth on here so your Mercenary runs around faster and has more hit recovery and the other stats like that. But I didn't get around to doing that either. Up on the helm, I got a 2-socketed helm. Haven't decided what to do with that either, but getting socketed stuff like this, put it in rubies and stuff like that, can always help out your Mercenary. Or if you get jewels that have resistances on them and stuff like that, you can get the socketed stuff usually from Farah or Charcy, and then you just plug in stuff that really help you out. Early on, you can actually plug in them gems, and they actually do help you. So that's pretty much it. Just a quick recap on that. You know, you get a bow. You want to get the hunter's bow for the very fast attack speed, so you can get more arrows plugged into the monsters that you're slaying, and put them gems in there to add up the damage. Don't forget to try to get that Zephyr a little later. I haven't gotten around to it yet, but it's pretty much as simple as that. I go with the exploding arrow, and once you see this exploding arrow in action, you're going to be super happy you decided to go with the bow for the Amazon early on. If this video helped you out, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe up to the channel so you never miss any of the Diablo 2 videos. And don't forget, I do stream actually right on this channel, so if you subscribe, get the bell notification turned on, you'll see me streaming here. Hopefully I catch you in the chat. So peace out, YouTube. Hopefully I catch you in the next video. And don't forget, keep slaying.